We cruise in our very first suite on a cruise ship, and we're here to tell you the good, bad, and ugly of a celebrity suite. Thanks so much for joining us. My name's Jared. Jordan is out doing the ship tour of the Celebrity Solstice. We have been on this ship for 7 beautiful days in Alaska, taking an Alaska cruise, and we are here to tell you our experience, the good, bad, and the ugly of our first ever celebrity suite. But before we get into it, please subscribe to the channel. All we do on JJ Cruise is talk about cruising, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you are interested in cruising, please subscribe to the channel and be a part of the first 50K of the JJ Cruise community. And don't forget, while you're at it, hit that thumbs up. Now, as I said, this is our first time ever cruising in an actual suite on a celebrity cruise ship. So we're going to tell you all the ins and outs, give you our thoughts, as well as our cruise tips, our recommendations, the problems we had within our suite. And at the end, see if it's right for you and if it's right for us to cruise in ever again. Let's get into the good, and there's a lot of good to be had with a celebrity suite. First and foremost is the double access bathroom. Right when you walk into your suite, you will notice that there is a door that leads to the beautiful bathroom that includes a tub, which is perfect for families with kids that might need a bath, or for the adult that wants to soak in a bubble bath. It is a beautiful bathroom, but the double access is really what makes it special. You have access through the bedroom as well as the living area. So if you ever have guests over, or if you have 3 or 4 people in one stateroom sharing the suite, you do have access both on the living side and the bedroom in case you don't want someone to walk through the bedroom to go to the restroom. Another great thing that we absolutely love is the storage. The storage is plenty for 2 people, even on longer journeys. Now, if you do have 3 or 4 adults in here, that is when it could be a little bit more tight. We do have 3 adults in our suite today, and we do have plenty of space for a 7-night voyage. But if this was a longer voyage, we would definitely have to use more of the drawers, the dresser that's inside the walk-in closet, as well as some of the other storage spaces like the 6-shelf unit that's in a very small vertical line here in the 1 bedroom. There's a lot of storage space, and I think you're gonna do just fine if you have a celebrity suite of your own. But if you have 4 adults, that is the only time that we would say it may be a little tight for a longer journey. Another great thing that we notice is that of the TVs. There are 2 TVs. There's one really good sized TV in the bedroom, perfectly positioned right in front of the bed, as well as a large giant TV out in the living space. We find this great, even though not everyone watches TV, because if you want to have a movie night with friends or your family, you can go ahead and do so with the free on-demand movies that Celebrity offers and really enjoy a night in your gorgeous suite. The next thing that we love and we have to note is the 2 people taking care of you this entire cruise. That is the butler and the stateroom attendant. Now, of course, everyone has a stateroom attendant, but this stateroom attendant goes above and beyond like ours does. It is fantastic to have someone come into your room multiple times throughout the day and be able to really make sure it's set up for what your likings are. With the stateroom attendant and the butler service comes a mini bar, and this mini bar is stocked to what you like. Now, for us, we have the premium package here on board Celebrity, and that means that we do have access to some of the alcoholic beverages in our mini bar as well. However, that does not go into some of the alcohols that are liquors. It just goes into beer and wine of certain size, as well as Diet Cokes or vitamin waters, and those are stocked right into our mini bar. So at late at night, when we want to have a last end beer or a Diet Coke to start our day off, it is already available in a mini bar and is included in your suite fare. We can't talk about the goods without talking about the view. The view from your living space is fantastic. You have 4 large windows that have giant curtains, and when you're in a place like Alaska, like we are, it is absolutely unreal of a view. And you can do this from your bed if you're in the pull-out bed. For example, we have 3 guests in right now, and so we have the pull-out bed at night, And when you wake up from that pull-out bed, you can see the beauty that is all around you, whether it's in the Caribbean, the Mediterranean cruise, or an Alaska cruise like the one we're on today. And going along with the beautiful view from the inside is the beautiful view and the great balcony space on the outside. The balcony is extra large. You do have that of a recliner chair with a little table beside it. And you also have a table with chairs on the farthest side of the veranda. So if you really do want to have maybe a meal or room service delivered to you outside on your veranda, you can do so. Once again, I did want to note, not just the mini bar, but room service is included in your suite fare as well. So take advantage of that perk, as we have done plenty of times ourselves. Lastly, and this is the big one here, the retreat perks that you get with a Celebrity Suite are fantastic. Of course, you get the premium all-included package, so premium drinks, premium Wi-Fi, and all your gratuities included, but then access to the Michael's Club on Celebrity Solstice, or on other celebrity ships, it might be the retreat deck, is fantastic. The Michael's Club alone, I have to give a shout out to, because our team in the Michael's Club on this cruise has made every single suite guest feel special. Also, the drinks there are all included. So you have some of these fine cocktails like a really high-end Manhattan, or other drinks that you would see at a world-class bar establishment provided for you within the Michael's Club, with a team that knows your name before you can even remember what your name is yourself. Those were the goods of our Celebrity Suite. And let me tell you, they are numerous. There's even more that we can talk about, but those are the main ones here. Now let's talk about the bad. And once again, I'm going to get to the ugly at the very end, and make sure you stay tuned to the end, because that is where we'll tell you if we recommend a Celebrity Suite and if we will ever do it again ourselves. The first bad is that of, well, the pull-out bed. Like I said, we have 3 people in the stateroom, so we do have a couple guests on a pull-out bed and one in the bedroom. With the pull-out bed, we have witnessed this ourselves. It is not super comfortable. We do have a cruise tip here though. Your butler and your stateroom attendant do have extra padding, a lot of it, that they can add to make it more comfortable. We asked for that right away, and it is much better with all the padding, but make sure you have that cruise tip readily available and you do it right away when you jump into your Celebrity Suite, if you have any guests staying on the pull-out bed. The next bad for us is there's no espresso machine. Now, I'm sure they would go and find one, but there's really not a lot of space for countertop space without blocking one of the TVs or taking up the room of this very small desk that you have in the living space. But we were just shocked that there was no espresso machine available where you can make your own espresso right when you wake up. Maybe it's because you have the free coffee delivery service or room service at your will. But that was one thing that we were a little shocked by, and wish there was another table that could sit an espresso machine. This next one is a huge thing that you have to note, because it's something that we witnessed only by experience and you will never think of without actually knowing firsthand yourself. That is the light. The light comes in not just through to the living area, but it will go all the way through to the bedroom, through what's behind me right now, the fogged glass. At night, if you have someone in the living area, maybe watching TV or on their phone with any kind of light on at all, it will be shown in the bedroom, and vice versa. Like I said, we have 3 people in here, so there are people living in the bedroom as well as out in the living space. And if anyone is up, everyone is up. That is something that we were shocked by and really don't have a true fix for, besides everyone going to bed at the same time, or maybe putting some of those, eye masks on to really cover their eyes and not have the light come through. Those were the bads, but we gotta talk about the one ugly. And this ugly is unfortunately something that we think is really a miss for Celebrity and this Celebrity Suite. That is the outlets. We are shocked at the amount of outlets in this huge suite. There are 2 main outlets. Now, you can finagle a few other things to try to find other outlets between storage spaces or behind beds or anything like that. But the 2 main ones that are out and about are just 2 main US outlets. So make sure you bring those cruise safe adapters to give multi-outlets or USB outlets. Because let me tell you, we had to do it and we are so glad we brought them. Otherwise, we would not be able to charge for 3 adults in this stateroom all at the same time. So we come to the end. Will we ever book a celebrity suite again, or any kind of suite on a cruise ship, especially with Celebrity Cruises? The answer is yes. The benefits way outweigh some of the bads or the main ugly. And like we said, there are some cruise tips or cruise hacks to really make sure you live this space the best of your potential. So let's hear from you. What do you think? Have you ever done a celebrity suite or a suite on a cruise ship? Let us know your thoughts. Do you think it's worth the price? And how was your experience? We want to make sure there's comments below so we can help our community out for those deciding on whether or not to take their first ever suite on a cruise ship. Thanks so much for joining us today. Until next time, see ya. Change